Streaming now from Cron 4, the Bay Area's local news station.
Throughout the month of May, Cron is celebrating Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, and today we're talking you through a walk through an ancient Japanese garden open right now in the East Bay. The Ruth Bancroft Garden in Walnut Creek just opened up the Garden Ikebana exhibit. To tell us more about this exhibit, Melissa Sunbury with Ruth Bancroft Garden joins us along with artist Sharon Suimei Doi. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. We're happy to be here.
Now, talk to me a little bit about the exhibit and the importance of it.
Well, this exhibit, which we're calling Artscapes in the Garden, is on live beginning today at the Ruth Bancroft Garden in Walnut Creek. It is thanks to a partnership with the Sogetsu School of Ikebana, the San Francisco Bay Area branch. And I have here with me Sharon Doi, who is an instructor and long-term Ikebana artist. The exhibit is really a celebration of Ikebana, the Japanese art of floral arranging. And this exhibit is unique in the sense that it is all outdoors. The works are much larger than you might otherwise see in many Ikebana works, and they're distributed throughout the garden. So visitors can come both enjoy the garden and the art exhibit of Ikebana.
Sharon, Ikebana is I guess a certain way to arrange flowers, a flower arrangement practice, if you will. Talk to us about how it's different than, let's say, if I were to buy some flowers at the store, bring them home and just stick them in a vase. How is Ikebana different from that?
Ikebana is a very ancient art. It goes back to the 15th century. It was originally practiced by Buddhist monks and then moved to the samurai. And now in Japan, there are over 500 active schools of Ikebana. Sogetsu is considered the most modern of all the Ikebana schools. And so you'll see us using what we call unconventional materials. Although the classic Ikebana has very clear and distinct rules about angle and form and the type of materials you use. So many people are more familiar with the classic Ikebana that you might see on a tabletop. However, our school is known, it's probably the most modern school of Ikebana in Japan. And as you can see by the exhibits, they can be 5 feet across and 7 feet tall. And it's because our founder, Sofu Teshigahara, says that Ikebana can be done anytime, anywhere, by anyone. So we are a very modern school, and you're going to see something very different than you might be used to be seeing in Ikebana.
I mean, the video we're showing right now, it's beautiful. The colors are just so vibrant. Typically in things like traditional Japanese practices, there may be some symbolism involved. Is there any symbolism involved with Ikebana arrangements?
Ikebana is actually a very personal art. If you are doing it for another art, which is very well known, tea ceremony, you might use materials that reflect the seasons. And here, because of this wonderful partnership with Ruth Bancroft Garden, they asked us to use materials that you would see in the garden as much as possible. So you'll see a lot of aloe stalks, agave stalks, succulents. There's hundreds, if not up to 1,000 succulents here in the garden. And so we chose some that would look really interesting in our Ikebana creations. So to show the partnership and how you could use succulents in a new and different way.
And Sharon, how long did it take you to put together? I mean, obviously a garden is a big undertaking, but when you put together these arrangements for this particular garden, how long did something like this take you?
Well, the design phase, which is mental, probably takes about 2 weeks. Then you usually build it in your garage or side yard to make sure that it's actually stable and it will stand up to the outdoor elements. And then yesterday we arrived at 10 a.m. and we didn't finish until 3. Wow. Because as you can see, these structures are quite large and they require a certain amount of mechanics to make them stand upright and to make them three-dimensional, which is another concept of very critical concept of Ikebana. You need depth as well as width. And that's something that really makes an arrangement special when you have that depth element.
I mean, they really are so beautiful, and that bamboo wall, you could see some of the things are very abstract, and you can kind of just envision what they are in your own mind. They can be something personal for you. It could be something personal for someone else. So they really, really are beautiful pieces of work. Talk to me about why it's important that we showcase a tradition like this during a time when the crimes against Asian Americans have increased over the last year. Why it's so critical that something so, I want to say, pleasant and positive, because just by looking at it, you can't not smile. It's just so beautiful and colorful. Why it's so important to kind of shed a light on something like that at a time like this?
Well, not everyone is fortunate enough to have the means to be able to travel internationally. But one thing is, I think it's well known that the more you know about other people, the easier it is to like them and the easier it is to make a bond with them. And one reason that the Sogetsu group in particular does a lot of these type of exhibits as outreach is we want to expose people to the art and culture, particularly of Japan, and then also to allow them to realize that, you know, beauty is an international concept, and that you can bond with people when you understand what they're like and what their lifestyle is and what their background is. And so we like to share Ikebana to the larger community whenever we can, like this at the Ruth Bancroft Garden.
And from the garden's perspective, part of our key mission is educating the public about sustainability, about dry gardening, and we educate both adults and children. So this was just an extension, a cultural extension, so to speak, of our educational mission. And it really provides a great opportunity for the public to come see, learn about Ikebana, and learn about the garden and dry gardening and sustainability all blended together in one exhibit.
It's a nice comprehensive exhibit in that way. Sorry, Sharon, I cut you off. What were you saying?
It's so rare to have an opportunity to have such huge, wide open spaces, because usually you're confined to like a 4-foot tabletop. But here at the garden, we had literally unlimited amount of space to be able to express ourselves and do whatever we wanted, any height we wanted. The only trick was getting it here, because we had to, some of us actually rented small trucks to get the materials here.
Wow, I mean, it really, really just is incredible. Just to see it on my screen, this two-dimensional, you know, just the image of it is incredible. I can't even imagine how incredible it is to see in person. And to echo what you just said, Sharon, about kind of educating people of different cultures, I do think that kind of goes hand in hand with people being scared or you know, anti a particular group of people. It does come down to just not knowing enough about that culture, maybe not knowing people within that culture. A lot of fear stems from the unknown. So to be able to provide education and exposure on this level is also extremely, extremely important, especially during a time like this. Now, Melissa, talk to us about times. I know it's open right now. When can visitors go check it out?
Well, the Ikebana exhibit is open during our regular business hours, which are Tuesday through Sunday. And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we are open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the exhibit is free. There is no additional charge. It is free with paid garden admission. And garden admission is $10 for adults, $8 for seniors, students, and military with ID. And children 12 and under are always free at the garden every day.
And during a time that Instagram and social media are such big things, those arrangements are all very, as the kids say, Instagrammable. So definitely something to check out here in the Bay Area. Ladies, is there anything else that you'd like to mention with regard to the exhibit?
Well, we will be posting many of the pictures on Instagram. Our Instagram is Ruth Bancroft Garden Nursery, or just Ruth Bancroft Garden. We actually have 2 Instagrams, and you have an Instagram as well for the school, or a Facebook page,
we have
certainly.
A Facebook page, Sogetsu San Francisco.
So we'll be posting additional pictures and video on our social media as well.
Wonderful. So guys at home, check out the photos, but then also go to the garden and take your own photos, because why not? It is a beautiful exhibit. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.